India has taken a bold stand at the World Trade Organization for its own food security. It's a global battle over rice. New Delhi says it will not compromise in its own people under pressure from the West. Joining the WTO in this dispute are global powers, including America and its allies. So what's the dispute over India's non-Basmati rice export restrictions? What are the West allegations against India? Are these charges even correct? And why are India's rice exports crucial for the world? At the WTO Agriculture Committee meeting, India has taken a principled stand in defense of its recent export restrictions on non-Basmati rice. This move has prompted the US and a group of WTO members to raise concerns. Rice is the most eaten food globally with 500,000 metric tons consumed a year, and India is the world's largest exporter of this universal food grain, accounting for roughly 40% of the global rice exports. The shock waves of any restrictions by India are sure to be felt across the world. To add to the complication, global rice prices are at their highest level in the 15 years, according to the UN. So is this so-called ban by India an attempt to influence international trade, or has India been forced into it to balance domestic needs with global responsibilities? There are essential aspects to consider. India's export ban on non-Basmati rice was implemented with a clear focus, ensuring food security for its massive population of 1.4 billion people, especially with the festive season fast approaching. Moderate rainfall has given rise to concern over domestic needs in the world's largest democracy. However, the US, along with Japan, Australia, Brazil, Canada, the European Union, New Zealand, Switzerland, Thailand, and the UK, argue that such bans disrupt global food flow, impacting countries heavily reliant on imports, particularly during the crisis. But actually, India argues the decision is not merely a restriction on rice exports. It's a regulation aimed at preventing domestic price surges and shortages. India needs to feed its own people first. However, India's commitment to global food security is always unwavering. New Delhi has acknowledged concerns and granted exemptions to countries facing dire food security situations upon their government's request. This includes 79,000 tons to Bhutan, 75,000 tons to the UAE, over 14,000 tons to Mauritius, and more than 50,000 tons to Singapore. India will export an estimated 20.5 million tons to mild rice this year, almost 2.5 times that of the second largest exporter Thailand with 8.5 million tons, followed by Vietnam, Pakistan, and the United States. Surely the West is in no position to question India's motives. India is seeking to strike the right balance between domestic requirements and international trade. However, the ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict and its impact on the Black Sea grain deal have complicated the issue, leading to the Western concerns over a steady flow of Indian rice exports.